Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video by Milkshake Productions. So today I decided that I should do another video, but I was wondering what to do. I actually procrastinating on what to do, so I settled on knots because that's something I'm very good at. So I decided to do a roundup of a few knots that you should know, that everyone should know really. They comprise of the half hitch, two half hitches, the taut line, the bowline, the clove hitch, the reef knot or the square knot if you're in the USA, the figure eight knot or stopper knot, which is absolutely essential for people who do rock climbing or mountain climbing, and the sheet bend, which joins two different sized pieces of rope together. I will be showing you how to do all of these knots, and hopefully my tutorial will be helpful. So let's get to it. Boom! So now I'm going to start off with a half hitch and the two half hitches. Half hitch and two half hitches are really simple. They're basically like two variations. So like the half hitch is really simple to do, and the two half hitches is slightly more difficult, but not that hard to do, to be honest with you. So what you do is you take your working end, your left and your standing end. Now depending on which one you'll be moving most will be the working, and standing will be the one that you move it around. So I'll tell you which one is determining each of the knots. So take your left piece of the rope, put it over the right to form an X. Take your right piece of the rope, bring it down, back and under so you intertwine them. Okay, and then pull it tight. That is a half hitch. This is a half hitch. See if I can show you. Zoom. Focus. Okay, so that's a half hitch. Now I want to show you how to do a half hitch around a pole. I'm not going to use a pole because I don't need one, but say take your one end, okay, like so. Just make a loop, but make sure that this standing end is underneath the loop, okay. And then you just take it and you go around like that. Stop. Wait. Now the two half hitches is pretty simple. There's no real way to do it just as a knot on its own, but there is a way to do it around a pole, which I want to show you now. So you take your knot. So you take your loop, make sure that the working end is underneath like so, okay. Then you bring it round once, like that. Okay, I have to make, actually one sec, I have to make it a bit bigger. Yes, so, like so. Okay, okay, one on the inside, then take it round, okay. So it's on the outside, so like so. And then you want to bring it back round and under. So on that loop that you've just made, you want to make it round there, and you want to tighten it. And there. That's your two half hitches. So you make the one half hitch, and then you make the other half hitch. This one is one loop, and then you bring it on the outside, another loop, and then you take this loop back round here and tuck it under, and then you can tighten it. And you can tighten it. You know, you can tighten the knot if you need to, the loop, but that's not the kind of loop. The loop isn't. That's what it's for. Okay, so now the next knot that I'll be showing you is called the taut line knot. Now the taut line knot is best used for camping. So say for example you've got a stake on the floor and you want to tie a knot around it, and if say you've got a tent and you know wake up in the night because it's flapping about, you can go out, you can just tighten it with this knot. You can use the two half hitches, but it's not recommended because this is much stronger because it's got two half hitches on the inside and a line on the out. So take a piece of rope, make sure you've got enough rope on the outside to work with. Then bring it once in, like so, and bring it again. Okay, so you made two hitches, half hitches I guess, inside. Then you want to bring it and make a D on the outside, like so, okay. Then you bring it back up and round the top, okay, so it's like so, like that, okay, and just tighten it. There. And there's your taut line. Now I've tightened it quite a bit, and see you can just tighten it around something and it will, you know, tighten. Look, so like, let me show you. Very easy to do, very easy to do. This is perfect for camping, for stakes and things like that. So now the next knot I'm going to teach you is called the bowline knot. And the bowline knot is great for securing loads that are essential, because it's such a secure knot. Like, you put a lot of pressure on this and it will keep its tension. So take your standing end of the rope and you're going to make a loop, and then with that loop you're going to just make it like that. So you want this bit here to be standing roughly, okay? Now you want to take your other end of the rope, you want to place it under, okay, under this loop, come around loop, okay, and then come back under. This is a very crude way of doing it. Obviously I'd do it much more different, but for viewing purposes make it much easier to understand. So then so that's what it should look like. And you just pull it tight, see, and done. There's your bowline. Now bowlines are great because they're so powerful, they're so strong, they can withstand a lot of pressure. So now I'm going to show you a little aneurysm that I learned. So you want to make your little hole, want to make your tree. I want to do this like here now, okay? So your rabbit or your snake or whatever it is, you know, your little animal, he comes up his hole, or she, depending on whatever, comes around the tree, so he runs around the tree and comes back down. There you go. Done. Okay, so this knot is called the reef knot or the square knot if you're in the USA, because it looks like a square. I don't know how, but that's probably how Americans see it. So it's called the reef knot because sailors use it to reef their sails, whatever that means, I have no idea. It's called a square knot because it looks like a square. Okay, so I found this very difficult to explain, it took me a couple of tries, but hopefully I've got it this time. Now, left end of the rope, right end of the rope. No matter what hand they're in, this is still going to be my left, and this is still going to be my right. I'm talking about my rope, not my hands. Now, take your left end of the rope and form an X over your right end. Intertwine your right end of the rope round. Okay, so now your right end of the rope is in your left hand, and the left end of the rope is in your right hand. Now you're going to want to form an X again, but this time, the left end of the rope, which was in your left hand, which is now in your right hand, is going to go over the top of the other piece of rope. Okay? So now you can see we're forming an X here, okay? Now, this rope here that was your right end of the rope, which is now in your left hand, is going to come through the front and back round. Okay, so then you're forming this kind of square kind of shape. And then you're going to pull it tight. Okay? And this, zoom, focus. Yeah, it's not focusing, that's weird. But this is your square knot. Looks like a square. To undo it, you just pull on these bits and then undo. Okay. When doing square knots, one thing that you need to be careful of, or reef knot, sorry, is that you need to be careful not to make a granny knot. So say for example I just do like so, and then I do the right over the left. I bring that round. That makes a granny knot. This is a granny knot. It's called a granny knot because, well, the thing is, it's like your grandma can make better knots than this, so, you know, really bad knot making, ha ha ha, kind of thing. Yeah. So this next knot is called the clove hitch. Now, the clove hitch is really good for lashing and for example, like tying logs together or hitching posts. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So what you want to do is you want to take your rope. Now this is your working end, this is your standing end. So you want to go around once, then twice. Ensure that it goes below. Okay? So you want to start off low, then you want to come round the top. So let me show you that again. So come like this, round, below. Okay? You want to come round below like that. Okay, now this is the kind of difficult bit. Lift up this X and lift this piece that's just come round through here like so, like that. Okay, then pull it tight. There, that's a clove hitch. Now you can see it looks like a little X. I don't know what's called clove hitch, but there. And then you can use it, and then you can go around again on the next piece, and then you can you make the clove hitch again and again and again, and then slowly you lash a raft together or a house together or whatever. So yeah, clove hitch. Here you go. Now this knot is called the figure 8 knot because it looks like a figure 8, obviously, which I'll show you. It's called a stop knot as well because it stops stuff from sliding off, i.e. like, you. It's absolutely essential for mountain climbers because it helps them keep on the mountains. I'm sure it's saved numerous amount of lives. The statistics I'm unaware of, but I'm sure it's in like the thousands, if not millions, if there are a million rock climbers. I don't know. Okay, so what you're going to do is, it just requires one end of the rope this time. So now you're going to have a little piece, I'm going to say a couple of, like, I don't know, have a centimetre off the top and then 2 fingers, and then make a little loop. Okay, I guess that's a good size. Okay, and then what you want to do is, you make this little fish kind of shaped loop, and you want to bring this piece of rope through the front, okay? So you want it looped around like so. Then you want to bring it back up and through this loop. Okay, so now you can start to see that it looks a bit like a figure 8. Yeah, that's what it's got its name from. You need to pull it tight. Okay, this is a figure 8 knot. See? This is absolutely essential for, I guess, anyone who doesn't want anything to slide off. So I recommend that everyone learns this, regardless of whether you're a mountain climber or not. So yeah, the next one we'll be doing is a sheet bend. So ladies and gentlemen, this next notch is called the sheet bend. It's called a sheet bend, I have no idea why. Probably because there's a bend like this one here. There you go. Right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your biggest piece of rope, the bigger piece, you're going to make a bend, like I have done here. Okay, and then you want to take your other piece of rope, this other piece of rope, so here, it's going to come up through here, like that. Okay, round the back, okay, and then it's going to come back through this piece here, okay, and done. Tighten them both, and there you have it. There is, focus, there is your sheet bend. Ta-da! So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a handful of knots that everyone should know. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more awesome content. Also, consider leaving a comment in the comment section down below for any new suggestions for further videos that I should do. I've been Zach, this has been Milkshake Productions, and I'll see you guys later.